You know those times where you have someone that hates you so much that they tell you to jump off a bridge and you think, you know, that's not a bad idea. That actually sounds fun. Well, today I'm going to be doing something that's a lot less fun than jumping off a fucking bridge. I'm going to be doing a NASCAR diecast review. Now, if you're wondering why I'm going to be doing a NASCAR diecast review and you guessed that, oh, well, maybe he ran out of IndyCar or sports car reviews to film, you'd actually be correct. And I actually do want to do a NASCAR diecast review of Jimmie Johnson's 2007 Lowe's Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet Monte Carlo SS and 1/24 scale by, hold up. Oh yeah, we didn't have Lionel back then, so those were the good old days, weren't they? So anyways, now the reason I have, actually let me reverse track real quick and say, well, if you hate NASCAR so much, then why do you have the diecast? Well, if you look at my NASCAR diecast collection, 90% of the cars are from a certain era. The era being the Gen 4 era, back when I watched NASCAR and before I hit the age of reason. And then I hit the age of reason whenever the COT came out, and then I was like, nah, fuck this. And I'm still like that today. However, this car looked fucking fantastic. Let's just be real here. This is probably one of the best Lowe schemes ever. I mean, this debuted in 2005, technically, because he did race it for part of the season and won a race with it. And then it came out with a little bit of a modification to it for 2006, and it stuck until the end of 2008. And then we got that crap show in 2009. Thanks for ruining it, Hendrick. So anyways, let's dive into this absolutely fantastic looking car on a fantastic body kit from NASCAR. So here at the front, we have, of course, Lowe's real big on the hood with a yellow and black pinstripe kind of surrounding the Lowe's logo. Over here we have, oh yeah, associate sponsors. Don't you just, well, wait, contingency sponsors, excuse me, not associate sponsors. But before we get to those, of course, Monte Carlo SS, we have 48 on the Mach headlight. That's the same as the Impala. And then on this headlight, we have Hendrick Motorsports. And then on the contingency sponsors, we got, well, these guys. Hey, look, Goodyear Gatorback belts. Yeah, boy. And, of course, who can forget that Moog and that Clevite and Comp Cams and Edelbrock and Sunoco and Wix and Respestas. Sounds like asbestos. Sounds like Ray Everham fucked a bunch of asbestos and it had a baby somehow. Ray Spestas. Oh boy, I can tell you now, I'm gonna remind NASCAR fans why they hate me so much. And I am glad because it's good to be back. So on this car, you have a very nice silver metallic undertone to it. And this is why I love this car so much, is the silver, blue, white, not white, but yellow and black just go so well together. Ah, man. And, of course, you know, something that Greenlight doesn't do anymore and something that really Lionel doesn't do. Opening engine detail. And look at that fucking motor. It actually looks good. You got belts and pulleys and hoses and all that fun shit. Look at that. Why can't we do this in 2021? Fucking Lionel, you guys are shit and you fucking know it and everybody else knows it. Fuck you and fuck the people that buy your shit. Excuse me. I think I said something that may offend people. If it offends you, get bent. So anyways, here we got some more sponsors on a beautifully black background with that yellow pinstriping once again. Well, not pinstriping, but that yellow substriping. We got Rallies, because who doesn't love a cheap, greasy shit burger? 3M, Mechanics Were? Where? USG. Oh yeah, the Matt Kenseth sponsor. Holly. EA Sports, because they still couldn't make a video game back then. Well, actually, they could back then. They could. Of course, if you didn't know, this was a fucking NASCAR race car. And if you need any help, you know, there you go. And of course, NASCAR, Nextel Cup Series. We got the Budweiser Pull Award, because fuck yeah, we need a beer on every fucking car. Commit. I don't know what that is. Gillette. Don't you remember the show Gillette Young Guns? If you don't, then you're too young to be watching my videos, so you might want to see some psychiatric help. Auto meter, and then stant. We got this, I love this right here, the blue to silver transition on the A-pillar. That's fucking beautiful. Of course, you got Jimmie Johnson's signature, you know, back when they actually had signatures on the roof instead of the driver's logos and shit. Over here, we got Haas, because there was an associate sponsor with, or not associate sponsor, but there was a association between Haas and Hendrick back then. Back before it was Stewart Haas Racing, and long before they were Ford. Bosch spark plugs, GMAC, UGS, Freightliner, and then Hendrick Motorsports again. Down here we have Top Choice. Now, the only thing I like about the 2006 car better is the fact that there's Hitachi down here. I think it looked better with Hitachi there at the bottom of the panel. Of course, the batteries are stored behind here. And then look at that design work on the side. That's just freaking beautiful. And if you think that there's a better Lowe scheme, then you're just fucking wrong. Anyways, Cobalt tools here on the back corner panel. And then we got the fuel inlet there. Back here, by the way, if you are young enough to not remember there ever being a catch can man in the sport, you're also too young to be watching my videos. But I don't want to police you guys over that. But here's your little plug-in for the catch can. You got Lowe's, LowesRacing.com, Chevrolet, and then you got the two black stripes kind of meeting, well, not really in the middle, but meeting there. And the deck lid, it does open. Again, another lost art. You have the fuel cell there with the tubes running in, the air line, and then the main feeder hose. Team Lowe's Racing. Man, such a beautiful one. This one is number 3391 because there was a shit ton of these things produced. In the back window, you got some hosing details and all that other stuff. This side, pretty much the same. Another little thing is you got the little arrow where the jack goes. And then here in the windshield, you can see some of the electronics and stuff. And then on the roof, you also have an onboard camera dummy that is in silver to distinguish it a little bit, which is a nice little touch. And then, of course, you got the Goodyear tires that each have a number on it. D5688. There is obviously steering to this car. And then here is the detail underneath. You got a drive shaft. You can see the bottom of the motor. You can see the radiator fan in there. Oh my God. Why can't we get this now where like all the parts look so fucking beautiful? You can see the exhaust tubing coming out of the headers of the engine. Like, why can't we do this shit now? Okay? Green light, or not green light. Wow, I'm so used to cursing out green light, but come on, it's not that hard of a task to make decent quality diecast, but I digress. And then you also have some suspension, well, on some of these. Some of them do have suspension, but you do actually have coil springs in there. I mean, look at this. You also have a drive shaft that spins. Like, come on, why can't we get this anymore? So that's really it. This video is more for comedic purposes and the fact that I haven't cracked a joke on the internet in a minute, so I felt like it was a good enough time to do so. So if you got offended in any way, shape, or form in this video, I do not apologize, and that's a you problem, not a me problem. So, oh, and we have a cloth window net. Yeah. So, anyways, that's really about it. I'm sure I'll produce some more content that eventually that some people will deem offensive and hurts their feelings, and their feelings can go fuck themselves and their brother, sister, whatever they got. So, you know, it's me. What do you expect? So, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got a laugh out of it, because if you did, you're freaking awesome. If you didn't, you might want to go get checked. And we'll see you in the next video. So, peace out, yo.